to all those in the United States and Canada. Welcome to round 7 of the PSGL Formula 3 series. 7 of 12. We are past the halfway point and we are at the Canadian Grand Prix. Just finished up watching the actual Canadian Grand Prix and jumping straight in to this race. Sorry for the delay. We're all waiting for the race to start, or for the race to end, excuse me. And now we just jumped on. One-shot qualifying is currently in session as we speak. And while that's going on, let me just and then we jump straight in. And let's throw that on. Keep an eye out for the chat. Alright. So we are now on the formation lap. Let's go over the starting grid for today's race. It was raining during the one-shot qualifying. Very cloudy here today, so let's see what the... Alright, there we go. Setups are finished and the formation lap's underway. AMS is your pole sitter. Okay, there we go. Onto the podium in second place, Unami in P3, Ash Best in fourth position, Sao Paulo in fifth, Fraggle Paul in sixth, Yarum in seventh, Ashley in eighth, Curtis in ninth, Blue Mosquito in 10th, Craig in 11th, Narayan in 12th, Dougie Dude 13th, and RDO in 14th. Only 14 drivers here tonight for this shootout, 35 laps around this very fast track. Pretty much straight chicane, straight chicane, straight chicane, hairpin, straight chicane, hairpins, and so on and so forth. So very rather simplistic track to run, but it does cause for a lot of excitement, as you saw during the Canadian Grand Prix not too long ago. If you guys want to leave a comment in the chat and we can actually discuss about not only this race but the Canadian Grand Prix, feel free. Me personally, I think Perez should let Ocon through, and Ocon just got left out. So me personally, I think that was very selfish of Perez, but my personal driver of the day does go to Ocon. He had an absolute amazing run. So yeah, that being said, round 7 to 12, like I just said, Montreal this week, next week Mexico City, yeah, the Mexican Grand Prix, European Grand Prix, Japanese, and Abu Dhabi, rounding it up, and I'll give you guys the drivers and constructors standings very soon, but right now we have to focus on the start of this very race. Dallin out of F3, moving on up into the higher division. More on that later. 5 breath lights, and away we go for the Canadian Grand Prix of F3. Under the podium, gets a great start as he drag races AMS down into the first corner. Let's see if everyone can make it through. All right. Couple on the back marker's going to bounce around. There's Narayan up in P11. Looks like cars getting around. We have Ashley. Not Ashley, that would be Curtis going around. Oh, getting a little tap from behind. That would be Yarum trying to push hard like he always does. Looks like everyone makes it through okay as we go through the back of the field. Jake unable to be with us today. More studies, totally understandable. And looks like everyone makes it through all right. Going back up to the lead, AMS taking over his lead once again. onto the podium in P2. Unami, Ash Best, and Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo and Ash Best are battling it. Oh, a little touch from Ash Best. Looks like there's no wing damage. Sao Paulo now moves up into P4. Brave move at the end of the first lap. There's the Ash Best trying to get into the draft, trying to make a pass as he's thought about going on the inside. Oh, some lag going on there. But luckily he goes it through and no contact. As AMS is the first lap, a 1:18.215. Well, driver's unable to make it with us today. There's Fraggle Paul as he's trying to get around Sao Paulo and Ash Best. Ash Best gets around Sao Paulo. Going into the first section of turns there, Ash Best gets a little wide. Sao Paulo trying to go on the inside, coming from this next section of chicane. There's Fraggle Paul. Huge hit on Ash Best, trying to go around Sao Paulo. Do they touch? Oh, running very close on the outside of that track. It's extremely slippery. Looks like Fraggle Paul drag racing Sao Paulo down, cutting the corner. And Fraggle Paul getting in front of Sao Paulo. Now Curtis trying to do the same thing. Let's ride on board with him and see if he can grab on the inside. Can't make it stick. And Sao Paulo just gets the better run out of the hairpin, and he's going to move on up through. Let's go back down the order, shall we? There's Yarum. Dougie Jude not having that great of a run last time that I covered it 2 weeks ago. Hoping for a better finish there. Oh, we have Yarum losing his front wing there. Must have just lost control, and now he got shuffled all the way back. Trying to go in reverse back into the pits. I'm pretty dang sure that's illegal. And just can't get his car turned around. And he's in. There's Narayan back in P14, but there's AMS leading the race as he is currently leading the point standings just by 7 points, it looks like. So current points leader leading onto the podium with Unami. Last time, 2 weeks ago, when I covered, he had a very great outing. Finally getting the podium, or the second podium. Actually finally getting a win. Excuse me. Finally getting a win after weeks and weeks of frustration. So let's see if he can repeat that performance. It looks like that last week he didn't have the race he wanted to, only getting 4 points there. But looking to bounce back for sure as he's showing strong showings early on. Going back, there's Ash Best and Sao Paulo still battling out. Ashley Bacho, Dougie Jude, and Blue Mosquito. DRS is open. Dougie trying to go on the inside of Ashley. Can he make it stick? Looks like he not just yet there. Going around the outside. Can he make it stick? There's Blue Mosquito hanging there right back. AMS 2 wins for 2 races. Alright, so looks like AMS is going on a bit of a streak now. Yeah, AMS won last week at Spa. Can he repeat it? He's looking strong early on. We're on lap 4 of 35. Still very early on in the race. Everyone's still in it. Just 14 cars. There's RDO starting in last place, now up to P9. Right behind him is the Haas machine of Craig, 8728. I'll see if Blue Mosquito can make the pass. It's right on board with him in the DRS. And what on earth? A bit of a glitch there. What the hell? Ashley still staying in front of Dougie Jude there. There comes Blue Mosquito. Looks like actually Ashley got around Dougie. Excuse me. Ashley still maintained the DRS. And now Blue Mosquito trying to go on the inside, trying to make a stick, trying to push Dougie Jude out. Not looking like it. Dougie Jude trying to pass Ashley there. Moving up, let's take a look at this battle now for P4 is Ash Best and Sao Paulo battling away. And onto the podium, and Unami One Kentucky, they're battling out too. Unami on the softs. Decided to start on the softs there. And onto the podium on the ultras. So Unami trying to go for the long run, trying to one-stop, I'm sure, trying to go on, looks like softs and then maybe super or ultra softs towards the end there for the strategy of Sao Paulo. And Ash Best, they're still working away at their battle, but an even bigger battle back here is still going on. About to get a 5-train car here very, very shortly as Dougie Dude gets around Ashley Boxer yet again during the DRS as he moves up to P6 now. Mosquito trying to catch up. Looks like he's a little bit faster through this section than Ashley is, as Dougie Dude is actually starting to pull away now. And it looks like these cars are slowly catching up with the two cars battling out. Sao Paulo and Ash Best up in front. This goes a little bit wide. That's going to open the door up for RDO. Is he going to try to make a move on the outside, but will still be on the inside? Nope. Decides not to. Blue Mosquito gets a little bit squirrely. RDO doing the crisscross, trying to go on the inside, trying to set him up to the first chicane. Here we go. Battle for P8. Oh, RDO just backs off just a bit. That corner is really easy to corner cut, so be careful out there, guys. Let's move on up to P2 and P3 battling it out onto the podium. And Unami One Kentucky right on board with him. Going around the hairpin there. Onto the straight. Podium in the DRS now. Let's see if he can make up some time. AMS has just completely taken off like a rocket ship. Back into the DRS zone. Looks like they catch up, but no opportune time to really pass for that position as we go back on through. Dougie Dude in P5, Ash Best in P4, so it looks like the Sao Paulo went into the pit early on. And he threw on a, little bump. And actually, that little bump cost Sao Paulo part of his front wing there. We go into what I heard someone call this the fairy cam. And yeah, there you see his left front wing missing. A little bit of contact with the car in front of him, so now he's going to have to go back in again because you're going to need that. You're going to need those wings for this track in this race. Fraggle Paul, he's just going to pick up the pieces. It looks like. There's Ryan Curtis in P13. Yarm in P14 after a not so good start. AMS currently leading, and here comes on the podium and Unami. And unfortunately, out of the podium, it's going to have to be coming into the pits and just a few laps on those Ultra Softs to put on a brand new set of tires. So part of the podium and Unami, if they have the same, then they have the same strategy to switch. Ash Best kind of all by himself there. There's Dougie Dude still leading Ashley and Blue Mosquito. RDO in the background and Craig in 9th place. Fraggle in 10th. Sao Paulo replacing his front wing now in 12th as Narayan now moves up to 11th. Let's follow these two guys as it looks like the onto the podium is slipping back further and further. You may try to get to a certain lap just so you can go on the softs and make him last the rest of the race. So you gotta be careful with those old worn out ultra softs, because going down into the first chicane, it's a downhill chicane, and you can easily lose control and slap the wall. It may even cause a puncture, or even worse, popping your tire off completely. So on the podium is now 5.083 seconds down from the leader, and Yanami is 3.74 seconds. So on the podium now, out of that 1 second range with DRS will be activated. Looks like he's trying to stay in a nice, steady pace until he has to pit. Ash Best also on the slots is Dougie Dude and Ashley and Blue Mosquito. So now that the battle for P2 has fizzled out, this is the closest battle now, as Blue Mosquito goes into the grass there, but able to control his car just a little bit more. As we get a shot from the rear of the Renault. Looking back to see RDO, he's trying to catch up into the mix there. And Sao Paulo has retired from the session. Unfortunate. He was running well with Ash Best. I wonder what happened. And here comes Blue Mosquito. Let's get out of that camera. There we go. That's a lot better. That's even, yeah, that's better. Back into the DRS. Can he try to catch up to Ashley? Let's see. But now it looks like Dougie Dude has caught up to Ash Best now. Going up to Dougie Dude now, as he's going to be trying to make the pass on Ash Best. Coming on up into the hairpin. In the DRS, Ash Best goes on the inside, trying to defend, but Dougie Dude's going to have the clear advantage. It looks like Ash Best kind of lets him on through, as there's the battle there. Blue Mosquito pushes Ashley a little bit wide there. And Blue Mosquito takes the position as AMS has come out of the pits. Where is he at? AMS now right behind his teammate. He's on the softs and looks like he's going to go out and finish this race as is. So we now have a new leader in Yanami, as he's currently on the softs, and he's going to try to push and push and push. And wrong way. There we go. On the podium, still on those ultra softs, trying to stretch out as much life as he can. So we go on the softs and finish strong. So he's slowly dropping away from Yanami there. Ioware has to be up there. Dougie Dude now in P3, currently leading Ash Best. And looks like on the podium going into the pits now, and here comes Ash Best around the outside of Dougie Dude and getting that spot right back. Oh, it gets a little loose coming out of the wall of champions there, so Dougie Dude had to check up. Now Ash Best now in P2, as on the podium goes into the pit. And let's see what tires he put on. And just as I suspected, putting on the softs. And he's now in P8 trying to run down AMS. Mosquito back there just biding his time, hoping that these two in front of him will make a mistake. So now all your top three, they're running on soft. So expect a very late first pit stop as Ash Best kind of, oh, never mind, just lag on some lag there, and gotta be careful. Bogey Dude spinning the tires off and just getting a whole bunch of lag. Looks like all the field is caught up to each other. Ashley still trying to repass Blue Mosquito there. AMS trying to get back up there to reclaim his lead. We get past the first set of cars there, he's pretty much got it in hand. He gets around his teammate RDO with ease, letting him on by. Knows that he has a faster car. So here's the battle, Dougie Dude and Ash Best battling it out. Back and forth. Unami's enjoying this as he's continuing to run away. Now 11 seconds ahead of this pack. Oh! Ash Best trying to go on the inside, trying to squeeze him out. And now it's a drag race. He's got DRS. It looks like that Ash Best does. Drag race down into the last chicane. And here comes Blue Mosquito as well. Trying to get the run. All these cars there together. AMS just in the back. I would just wait it out, buddy. I would not try to push too hard. Here comes Dougie Dude on the inside. Here comes Ashley on the inside of Blue Mosquito. They touch. AMS is right there too. Fox car battle. Dougie Dude, nice little love tap from behind, but loses just a bit of time as Ash Best now is, now Ash Best is trying to pull away from this pack, but Ashley and Blue Mosquito, they're going at it with AMS right behind them. AMS trying to find the opportune time to pass and get out of this crowded area to move on forward. So you know that he is a little tense right now. AMS is trying to pull away from this pack. The Blue Mosquito is going to be coming in relatively soon. As AMS goes way on the inside, a huge dive, making a stick, pushing Ashley out of the way, separating Blue Mosquito and Ashley. And here comes AMS as he's trying to run down. And there you see Dougie Dude trying to get in the draft of... Oh, huge hit! As Blue Mosquito tries to dive into the pits, loses the front wing in the process. That's going to cost him some time. Should have slowed down. Unbelievable. As he knew he was in a bad spot going into that chicane into the pit entrance. Blue Mosquito retired. Not happy with that. Oh, sure he's livid about that. Unbelievable. Great battling going on. So two people out of the race, Sao Paulo and Blue Mosquito. Unfortunate. Both drivers are showing very strong runnings here. As now AMS has moved up behind Ash Best. As we take a look at the rear. And AMS goes around Ash Best. Here comes Ash Best. But AMS is in that DRS, so he'll be able to pull away. But here comes Ashley. They touch. Ashley going a huge dive deep on the inside, going in the final chicane, pushing Ash Best off. That may give Ash Best a 5-second stop and go penalty. Give me 1 second, guys. Nash Best now getting shuffled back to 5th place. Was running strong in 3rd place, just was unable to keep it together as AMS is pulling away now as he's going to be trying to run down Unami. And it's actually a close battle between the two now because Unami obviously still on those old softs, but he's going to try to push it for the ultra softs at the end. So it's going to be new ultra softs against old softs. And here comes Dougie Dude on the inside of Ashley, looking in, thought better against it as he runs extremely close to the wall there. And onto the podium is trying to get back to where he was, but looks like he's having trouble with those soft tires as well. I just think that on the podium hemorrhaged just a little bit too much time on those ultra softs. He would have been up here for sure. The AMS is now just pulling away. On board with Dougie Dude. Still trying to pass Ashley for the bottom step of the podium. Ashley has 2 podiums underneath his belt. Dougie Dude does not. Dougie Dude only has 3 finishes actually. So this will definitely be a huge break as Dougie Dude gets around Ashley. And Ashley trying to go back on the inside. Who's winning right now? Your former teammate Unami is currently leading at the moment, but he has yet to pit. And AMS is hot on his heels, closing in the gap now. See, there's your current leader, Unami. Past halfway point now, 17 laps to go. And he is 10 seconds ahead of this guy right here. Coming up into the next time section, and AMS closes it now within about a second. Unbelievable. AMS trying to push, and he's safely pulling away from this group that he was once behind. Ashley trying to get a run on the inside. Can he make it stick? Oh, they touch, they lock tires! And that's going to send Dougie Dude into the pits unless if he can... Oh, I'm just going to the pits, man. Oh. Oh, just utter disbelief it looks like. Racing hard and unfortunate, just at the wrong place there. So now Ashley currently in P3. Ash Best trying to chase down onto the podium, but Ash Best's been on those soft tires since the beginning of the race. And onto the podium on fresher softs. So let's see what will happen as we have 17 laps to go. And 16 laps to go. Going onto the grass there. RDO trying to sneak into the picture there. Tries to fall in P7. There's Craig in P8 as he's trying to chase down him. Orion in P9. Blue Mosquito has left session, yeah. Unfortunate for him. Blue Mosquito's running extremely strong. And there's Dougie Dude through on the Ultra Soft. He was just trying to go for an Ultra Soft stint, I'm sure, and just decided, you know what, yeah, so maybe that's why he stalled so he can change his tire strategy. Unfortunate. There's Yarn back in 12th place. Currently leading is Unami just by, oh, it's now coming down to 8.7 seconds. If I was Unami, I would change strategies, go in on super softs now, and then just race AMS towards the end. But why is it showing AMS in third? There we go. That's weird. Yeah, so if I was Unami, if you're listening to this, go and pit for super softs now. Because if not, you're just going to be hemorrhaging time. What is going on, man? Unfortunate for Dougie Dude, though. He's still in 10th, though. It looks like he may be able to score some points out of it. There's Narayan, who's actually caught up with the rest of the pack now. There's RDO. He's on the Ultra Softs. Ash Best in P6. Craig up in P5. But Craig must have got around some people there. Must have missed that. Yeah, that's pretty some good racing there, Rossi. Missed you too, buddy. And onto the podium has got up into P3 now. And it looks like that these cars have actually made their pit stops and decided to go on the super softs. So, missed that whole entire change there, but now the only person that has to make a stop is Unami, and he is now still maintaining 8.3 seconds in front of AMS. So this is all going to come down to strategy. Ash Best has retired from session. Oh no! Of course, my luck. I wonder what happened. Must have just lost his car somewhere. Let's ride on board the arm, see if we can catch the carcass of his car somewhere. Don't see it, but my guess is that he probably lost it. We're going to that chicane. Unfortunate. As AMS is now, looks like lost a couple attempts. And look at AMS pushing hard. It was just the heat wave coming off the exhaust. I got scared. I thought AMS had a puncture. That would have been bad. On the podium, trying to catch up. Ashley in P4, RDO in P5, started back in 14th place. Now up to 5th, there's Craig in P6. Dougie Dude now up to P7. Orion in P8, Fraggle Paul in P9. Curtis in P10. And Yarm in P11. And there is your current leader with just 12 laps to go here around the Canadian Grand Prix. On the podium now to P2. As AMS, oh wow, AMS is your new leader. As Unami has decided to go into the pits. Where is he at? He's in P3 and he is on the Ultras. So he's going to be pushing hard. Now we have a battle. I thought he was going to wait a little bit later, but it's actually a good time that he did come in when he did. Now here comes Unami. Unami only behind AMS by just 7 points. So if he wins here, that 4-point advantage will be very welcomed. Like he's got to get around onto the podium first. Actually, now here's a good time to actually check out the instant reports. And there's a lot. Fraggle Paul, 3-second. On the podium's got a 3-second penalty. Craig with 3-second. Fraggle Paul, another. Sal, he's out. Blue Mosquito, he's out. Buggy. On the podium's got 6 seconds. AMS has a 3-second. What about Unami? Does Unami have a 3-second? Maybe. Yeah, Unami's got a 3-second. So both Unami and AMS have 3-second penalties, so that won't really come into play exactly. Sorry about that. And Unami making the pass around onto the podium. He's on the stops, trying to stretch it out towards the end there. And now with just 10 laps to go, Unami's going to be chasing down AMS. Can you do it? Now within 5 seconds. You've got to be careful with cutting corners, especially going to that first chicane downhill. Very easy to oversteer onto that. And moves up a couple tenths. That's the type of stuff that he needs to see. He needs to see slow improvement. There's AMS just right in front of him. He's been on the softs since early on in the race, so those softs are slowly starting to fall apart now. He's fast. But can he pull away from Unami? Let's see if he closes the gap anymore with 9 laps to go. Ooh, about 2/1000th or 2/100ths of a second. He's closing more. We'll get back with that later. There's Craig, Curtis, and Fraggle Paul. Orion. Dougie in 6th. Ashley in 5th. RDO in 4th. And goes onto the podium in 3rd. But Unami now within 4.6, so he's got a 10th. So this is what we're keeping an eye on. Can Unami close the 4.5-second gap with just 9 laps to go? Closed it by half a second, so it looks like that he's faster in Sector 2 by quite a bit. It's going to be down to the absolute wire. And who's going to make that brave dive on the last lap into the final chicane for the win? It's going to be close. Still 4.19 seconds behind on board with Unami. Now 3.879 seconds. And Fraggle Paul is disqualified. Oh no, Fraggle. Unfortunate. Now we're down to 10 drivers, so everyone getting points here in this race as long as they finish. Unami now 3.5 seconds behind. You can close the gap even more. Oh, he actually lost a half a second. Oh no. 7 laps to go. Unami's faster in Sector 2, but looks like that AMS has lower downforce on his car on the straights, which really helps him pull away, unless if Unami just messed up on the final chicane there. And now back within 3.87 seconds. Ashley has left. She'll be able to get back in. No, he lost time. He's now down to 4.17 seconds, so AMS must be the afterburners trying to push and push and push. RDO in P4. Yeah, Ashley's back in, so that's good. On the podium still in P3, but still way behind. Here comes Unami. Can he get within 4? Yep. Gained about 4/10 there through the final sector. Gained another 4/10. It's coming close. 6 laps to go. There's the other Haas machine of Craig. And not much else going on there in the back. Just kind of focused on Unami and AMS. 3.3 now 2.65. It's coming down. 6 laps to go. Come on, 5 this time around. On board with AMS, looking back. There you see the little blip of Unami. Can he get the victory? 5 laps to go. Looks like he closed in a little bit more. He did. 2/10 up now. 2.489, which is 5 laps to go. If he can get within 1 second in a lap or 2, it's going to be even more close and more exciting. This is a perfect time to actually take a look, see if any of the drivers have any more cut track penalties. Let's see. There's AMS. AMS with another 3-second penalty. Oh no. And I believe Unami only has 1 3-second. So as long as Unami keeps it close within 3 seconds, or he doesn't cut the track, he's in good hands. Now within 1.986, those softs are slowly degrading. And Unami now catching up within 2 seconds, which is 5 laps to go. Oh, scrapes the wall. That was close. That was scary. That was scary. Didn't lose or didn't gain any time. That was scary. But he's pushed those ultra softs to the brink now, so those ultra softs may actually be coming to an end soon as well. He just has to stay steady. 6 seconds against 3 seconds now. Goes in with just a couple hundredths. This is where Unami was showing that he was faster. Now gained half a second, so he is much faster to the second sector there. 1.433 seconds behind. Coming up on 3 laps to go. You can taste the DRS zone. It's a great exit, great run. The Wall of Champions. Gained a 10th. 3 laps to go. And I may have overlooked, Unami may have another 3-second time penalty. Who knows? AMS has a 6-second penalty, and Unami has a 3-second penalty there, Rossi. So, but I could have overlooked, Unami's. I'm not entirely sure. So, but from what I remember seeing, AMS has 6, and Unami has 3. Closed in now, 1.214, 3 laps to go. It is close. It is extremely close. Darm's in the fast lap. Darm might as well said, screw it, throwing some ultra softs, let's set some fast lap times, why not? Here we go. 2 laps to go. Unami, 1:061 seconds. He is right in that DRS range. Unami is pushing like, I don't think Unami knows that AMS has a time penalty. I'm not entirely sure if he does or not. So it's going to be interesting to see what he does. Unless he's listening in. Yeah. It's looking that way. But actually, Unami losing 3/10 now. But he's got to gain those 3/10 back up coming into the DRS section. He has to. He's pushing. Looks like he closed up on him. Nope, not yet. He's still right outside the DRS section. White flag this time by as they go down the long straightaway into the final chicane. Is he at least close enough to catch some of the draft? We'll see. And is AMS's car smoking? There's puffs of smoke coming out of AMS. I think he might have pushed. Yep, there's smoke. He may have some engine damage. Now Unami is closing very close. AMS just pushed on full rich for who knows how many laps. But it's on the final lap. Can AMS even finish? Huge clouds of smoke coming out. But actually, he's still pulling away from Unami. Unami's still a little after, or don't know. Will he be able in the DRS section? Looks like DRS will be able to be read coming around. Can he put it in? Yes, he does. Now it's all going to come down to less penalties. AMS is going to cross the line first, it looks like. But who's really going to win? AMS is going to win! With puffs of smoke coming out. AMS winning 2 in a row here in F3, holding off Unami. Unbelievable. What a race. Onto the podium in P3. RDO in P4. I'm sure that he's pumped that his teammate won. Wow. What a race. What a finish. Holding on to dear life. There's Craig in the background. Craig's going to be in 9th place. Wow. Unbelievable. And Yarm, he's going to finish off. So there you have it. Unami did have a 6-second time penalty towards the end there. Unbelievable. Wow. Damn, it's Unami on. Let's get these drivers in here. Unbelievable. Great racing, everyone. Wow. I was waiting for the podium to come in. Rossi's pumped. Now we're just waiting. Understandable if they can't come in for interviews. It is late over there in the UK. Don't blame them if they don't. We'll still wait around. Unbelievable race from everyone. So congratulations to AMS, but let's talk to the man who is unfortunately heartbroken after just right there away from a win there. Unami won Kentucky. Congratulations on the second place, but I'm pretty sure you wanted that first place victory. Tell me about your race and the strategy that you used.
Yeah, exactly what you said. I did want that first place victory. I could almost taste it 4 tenths off. Sadly, I made a mistake towards a fair few mistakes, but strategy was good. Starting on the soft tires felt really good. Um, Going on to the ultra softs was a bit unpredictable with how much grip I had was I was struggling because I was committing to corners where I was committing on softs, so I was committing to them far too early because of the different um, type of grip. Towards the end of the Grand Prix, a few laps left, I made one final mistake which cost me the victory. Because if I hadn't made that mistake, I wouldn't have got a penalty and I would have had the win. But it is what it is. AMS, man, he's very fast, very consistent. It's his favourite track, and I'm just surprised I was able to actually fight for a podium.
Yeah, so congratulations, man. Your old teammate Rossi was cheering for you. So, but congratulations, man. It was
Thank you very
unbelievable.
much, Rossi, but you still betrayed Haas.
AMS told me he doesn't do interviews, so I think that might be it. I don't think Honor the Podium's coming in. So we're going to actually next week is Mexican Grand Prix. What are your chances there? How do you feel going into next week?
Um, I would say my chances there are far better than they are here. So I'm looking for I'm looking for first, but it would either be a first or second, I reckon. Um, my my pace is good, my consistency is good, and I like the flow of the Mexican track. So also, if but to be honest, it's mainly just a straight line battle. A lot of cars happen to trade battles through the DRS, whereas I am pretty strong in sector 2 and 3. So hopefully I can break that gap. I was trying to do that for a while on the podium on this Grand Prix. It took me a while to break the gap with the DRS for him, but eventually I did it. Um, but I believe I'll be seeing you again for an interview next weekend. I'll be on the podium, I reckon.
Oh, good. That's really great confidence to hear from you, man. But congratulations on your second place finish. AMS just snuffed out. Next week, Mexican Grand Prix. Same time, same place. I'm the Zebra 94 signing off and wishing you all a good night.